Hello again. I called Bob and I told him that he's got me working overtime. And there's an article I'm going to attach. It's on Fox News. The link will be there. Bob wrote, "Conservatives are a fickle lot. When the father of Duck Dynasty was threatened with stopping his show on A&E, conservatives burned up the internet, and his conservative remarks resulted in Cracker Barrel to suffer for pulling off the shelves their Duck Dynasty merchandise. However, the media has firmly placed John McCain at the top of the heroes list for his being a, quote, prisoner, end of quote, in Vietnam. People do not want to think that they were wrong about him all the time. Well, you might want to look into why he was given a presidential pardon by President Nixon. I think it had something to do with him being a traitor. Sometimes I think McCain was more of a coward than a traitor, but the end result is a combination of the two. I suspect he was convinced that working for the North Vietnamese was better than suffering. Keep in mind that as the son of the Navy Admiral and the commander of the Pacific Fleet, he was no doubt one of those who was born with a government-issued silver spoon in his mouth and knew little about personal sacrifice. When he was captured, he saw the Vietnamese uniforms and took them as the authority figure in his then-present life and jumped when they said jump. He instantly forgot his military training and went along with the program as if it was once staged show in high school. I respect McCain for some things, but the list is dwindling. I don't respect him for anything. His past record, should it come to the more public, would put him in a much different situation than the one he has maintained as a senator. No wonder Trump will not support him for re-election, and doubly so if Trump is aware of what happened in McCain's past. I think if Trump was aware of what happened in McCain's past, he wouldn't keep it quiet. What Trump needs to do is to come out and show evidence that McCain received a presidential pardon for committing countless acts of treason against the American people as a guest of the Hanoi Hilton. As for Ryan, I would not support him either. When they were debating who was to choose as speaker and ended up selecting him, I had many thoughts as to what those devious politicians were really up to. I had little respect for Romney, and Ryan will forever be tainted by that association. As far as I'm concerned, smart men he may be, but little Trump said about Hillary. But like Trump said about Hillary, quote, "I like the idea of a woman president, but not that woman. I think that I like the idea of a Senate having a leader, but not Ryan." But the same can be said for the House. Those two, Ryan and McConnell, are just plainly too PC for me, politically correct. And this is also why I like Trump from the get-go. He is not a career politician. He's precisely what we need, regardless of the opinions of all those talking head geniuses. Again, another eloquent masterpiece put together by Bob. Yeah, this whole thing with Ryan's a joke. His wife is or was a Democratic pollster, a Democratic lobbyist. I mean, how insane can all this be? And McConnell? Pillowfish? He died between the years a long time ago. You sort of know what I think. And you know what Bob thinks. The question now is, what do you think?